Welcome back to your Pig Trail Show. Now time to talk basketball as we join our Kevin McPherson basketball insider. It's been quite a week for you, Kevin, as you've got to see some of these athletes in person, more notably Isaiah Joe. What have you been able to see from him in the gym, and what did he tell you?
Well, first of all, let's start with at least some news. I mean, he's still going through his options on whether or not to return to Arkansas for his junior season or stay in the NBA draft pool. And with deadlines lifted on, which was the upcoming June 3rd date for underclassmen to withdraw if they're coming back to school, that's been lifted while everybody waits to see what the NBA does and moving out deadlines for combines and draft and those things. So he's got some time on that. But what he is going to do, because we had several more announcements last week, specifically that along with other SEC schools, Arkansas is going to bring sophomores, juniors, and seniors back in for the fall sports on June 8th. That's just a week from Monday. And then they'll bring the incoming freshmen in 3 weeks later. But Isaiah Joe will be back with teammates back at Arkansas starting June 8th. And, he talked about what the plan is, what the schools told the players the plan is. They're going to start off with strength and conditioning stuff. They're going to, try to move from that to adding more, some basketball drills maybe in small groups. And then when the freshmen join, they're going to try to add more to the puzzle and what they can do as they prepare for the 2020-21 season. So even though we don't have a definitive answer from Isaiah Joe as of now, whether or not he's going to return to school for his junior season or opt for the NBA, the fact that he's going to be part of the team and continue to be part of the team moving forward, I think is a good sign for Arkansas in terms of his sincerity when he says that coming back is a real option.
Yeah.
Now, what I saw from him in the gym yesterday, Alyssa, he's gotten stronger. He's put on good muscle weight. You can see that. But his the skill drills he went through, he's always impressive with his three-point shot all the way out to NBA range. He makes shots look effortless. But the work he's put in for improving his mid-range game also stood out to me, some of the drills he went through, and I saw him finish at a really high level and with some hands in his face and some defensive effort. Sometimes in drills you don't see a lot of that. We did yesterday, and he did some really good work on and off the ball and using screens. So Isaiah Joe was impressive, and I think the big news obviously is the fact that he will be with teammates in just over a week.
That's absolutely big news, Kevin. Let's move on now to Moses Moody and KK Robinson. As you mentioned, can't join their teammates as incoming freshmen until a few more weeks, but they're obviously still in the gym working on their game. Let's start with the birthday boy, Moses Moody.
Yeah, I mean, Moses Moody, 6'6". We talked about it recently. I think last week showed the fact that there's several mock drafts that have him being a first-round pick after his freshman season, even one recent in the lottery. But he looks the part. I mean, everybody's out of the gym for the last 3 months or so, including me. So I haven't had eyes on these guys like I normally would. And to see the physical maturity and some of the things they've added to their game in this downtime is impressive. Moses Moody is strong. He's skilled. He understands spacing and, balance and different things as he gets into his shot and the way that he handles the ball to set up a shot. And you see that in drill work. When I look at KK Robinson, another talented player out of Central Arkansas, when I think about the things I look for in a point guard, some of the things I really pay attention to are pace, bending and getting low, and also ball control. And one of the greats at Arkansas, maybe the all-time best point guard there, was Lee Mayberry. And there's some qualities in KK's game when you talk about those three elements that remind me a little bit of Lee. But both of these young men could play huge roles for Arkansas in the upcoming season as true freshmen. But you see the work they put in the gym. I was quite impressed with what I saw Friday night.
I love hearing that, the fact that they're continuing to get better, continue working with all of the adversity that they're having to go through right now in the COVID-19 environment. All right, but last, definitely not least, is Jersey Wolfenbarger, also from Fort Smith Northside, and she was in the gym. You say she's taller, and she's working on a lot of her moves, too.
She's a legitimate 6'5", Alyssa. And here's the thing. The last time I saw her, back in February on senior night, she's had the height. She was between 6'4", 6'5" then. Now a legit 6'5", but she's put on, I don't know how much bulk, but it's good muscle, it's strength. She's filling out, and so she went from 5'6" to 6'5". We've chronicled that from her freshman season to now, where she'll be entering her senior season. She's something else. She's on another level. She is truly an elite player, deserving of that ESPN top 20 ranking, 5-star. But she's, to me, maybe a generational type of talent. She checks every box. And yesterday, just watching her work and use that size, she's always been a playmaker as a guard, attacking a defense, facing it, and coming at it. Yesterday, she worked on some mid-post drills that were so impressive. Catch, turn, and her shot. I mean, everything. She's a perfectionist. Everything she does with her full might to get better. And this is going to be a matchup nightmare. She already was. This extra size and bulk is going to make it even worse for opposing players and coaches when she gets not only finishes up her senior year next year in high school, but when she gets to Arkansas, she's ready to go.
Well, I'll tell you what, Kevin, you are our eyes around the state when it comes to basketball, and we appreciate your insight every single week. Can't wait to hear what you bring to the table next week. Thanks for joining us and love catching up. Coming up, much more Pig Trail after the break.